Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Professor Peveler, or PP for short, if you can't quite pronounce my last name. Okay, so today we have a very important problem to discuss. There was a gap in the English language. Surprise, right? Okay, so as I can demonstrate to you with my phrase to adjective chart here, needing to drink, the adjective form would be thirsty. If I need to eat, I'd be hungry. And these are very applicable to everyday life. Somebody asks you, how do you feel? And you haven't had a glass of water in 20 days, you'd say, I'm thirsty. Somebody asks you if you need to eat, and you haven't had a cheeseburger in 3 minutes, you'd say, I am hungry. But this brings us to the question of the day. What do you say when you need to urinate? Think to yourself. Search through every word you have ever heard in your life. I guarantee you, you will not find one. Because I did, and I know everything. So, this perplexed me utterly. And so I went back to the root word. Root words, people. This is where you start when recreating the English language. I had to use the proper word for piss, urine. So this is going to show us how to properly say the adjective form of urine, which is the noun. We have the noun right here. We need to make the adjective form of the noun. But this is the noun of the example, not the noun of the feeling. We will get the noun of the feeling later. So, naturally, I put a CY on the end of it, and thought, well, that's okay, I guess. If you want to sound nasty, you wouldn't say in a proper setting, I feel Urncy, because that brings up our root word, urine, which we, in the English language, we try to avoid bodily fluids of any kind, because they're just disgusting. And so, this was a no, definitely a no. And so, I just had to try something. So, I started small and took out the I, but did not realize that what I would stumble across would be the answer to our problem. Can't quite fit this parenthesis in there, but you get the idea. So now we have the solution to our problem, just like that. Urncy. And this is the adjective form of the emotion, as I mentioned earlier. So this is the adjective. The noun would be Urncy. It's simple, ladies and gentlemen. So just as thirsty, the noun form would be thirst, and for hungry, the noun form would be hunger. For Urncy, the noun form would be earns. So it's just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go back to our question of the day. Let's recap. So, the phrase to adjective flowchart, we can see that if we need to drink, we are thirsty. If we need to eat, we are hungry. If we need to urinate, we now have the tools to solve the problem. We are Urncy. I can't tell you how excited I am that I found the solution. This is going to change the world, people. Just to keep it short, meetings, parties, everything's going to get so much simpler just because we can now express in one word that we need to use the restroom. Spread it to all of the English-speaking globe, which now is pretty much all of it. So let's just go over it one more time. Needing to drink is thirsty. Needing to eat is hungry. Needing to urinate is Urncy.